Hey guys, PJ Sullivan here from Michelson Yachts on a really cool boat today. We are on a 1993 Riviera 47. I am here with the owner, Ron, Captain Ron.
Good to see you, PJ.
Good to see you. I'm gonna kind of take you guys through the boat. Ron's gonna show us what this boat's all about. He's owned it for about 10 years. It's for sale, and it's a hell of a cool boat, so I thought who better to show us than the guy who's run it for the last 10 years. So this is a good place as any to start. We're right here in the massive fishing cockpit. Now this is pretty wide open. We've got a really cool center bait tank. This is 2-compartment, Ron?
Yeah, 2 scoop, or 2 sides. Yep, you can run mackerel in one, sardines in the other.
Perfect. We got windows. This is a really cool removable, what is that, cherry?
I think it's teak.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, with an inlay, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Got a flying fish.
And then it has the normal flippy uppy downs that you use when you're fishing. So this is just more for cocktail and social hour and whatnot.
Beautiful.
Also has bait tank lights, which are controlled from here.
Okay, so we've got a little sub panel for the lighting here in the cockpit. And as I look around, just a lot of storage cubbies in this cockpit, which is really cool. Everything is really clean. This boat is really, really well taken care of. Cap rails freshly varnished, in great condition. So Ron, as far as back here in the cockpit, it looks like we've got some lazarette access here.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
under there we have a cool barbecue stowage. So there's a slot for it. So it goes in the rod holders and it fits straight down. Okay. And it doesn't interfere with your running gear at all. So it's all nice and clean. And below that there's storage. So I have extra filters and whatnot below the barbecue.
Okay, and then we've got a fuel tank here.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So fuel tank under the cockpit, and then we've got access to our steering system here.
Yep. Yeah, and with the barbecue, you can get down there and crawl all around.
Yep. And really clean, looks great down there. So yeah, nice boat. Obviously, we've got our door out to the swim platform. So nice big swim platform, great for tying up to a dinghy in Catalina or landing a fish. And everything on this boat is just in immaculate condition. The rub rail's great. Super clean.
Under mount ladder there for
okay,
swimming.
We've got a swimming ladder here underneath. So when you go swimming, you got a way to get out of the water. All right, and then so moving forward here, I'm assuming tackle storage. Nice.
Yep. 3 drawers.
So some nice drawers for tackle. And then on that side, Ron?
So this is a freezer / refrigerator. It's a cold plate, which is nice because if you're not running your generator and you don't want to be sucking from the battery, once that cold plate's at its temp, it'll hold for probably, I don't know, 4 hours easily.
Nice.
And not really degrade at all. So yeah, it's been handy, and you can set it again to be refrigerator or freezer. So
awesome.
If you're catching fish, you can put fish in. If not, also the bait tank was designed to be removed. I put a bead on the bottom here, but if you just break the bead, the whole tank comes off, and then the plumbing fits down, and then there's a little fixture that you just screw on. It's like a white, I don't know what you call it, but a circular hatch. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it becomes all cockpit here. So for somebody who's like off season, they don't want the tank here, they just remove it and bring it back when the fish show up again.
This does make a very nice cocktail table, though.
Yeah, it's been great.
I gotta say.
Great. Yep.
And then one of the cool things about this boat that Ron showed me prior that I really like is the engine room access. So this big hatch opens up, and you've got a really nice way to get in and out of the engine room. A lot of these boats with the engines under the Salon like this, you've got this tiny little door. This is much wider. You've got the ability to get down there with much bigger stuff, tools. We'll bring you guys back here a little later, but just wanted to show you that access, which is very nice. Ron, why don't we follow you up to the Flybridge?
All right.
And we'll check that out. As Ron's up in the bridge waiting for us, but I did want to show you this ladder. It's super wide and it's got a nice angle. Just something about the width of it. It's really easy and feels really safe and secure to go up and down. So I just wanted to kind of point that out as we go up to the Flybridge here. All right, guys, so coming up here to the Flybridge, nice Flybridge. Tons of seating, it's really open. We've got our station, console station here, Glendenning electronic controls, which is great. Dual helm seats. Ron, tell us a little bit about the bridge and what you've got as far as electronics, if you would.
So for fishing, it's great because you can see forward, or just for cruising. You can see the bow, you can see everyone on the bow, but these seats flip around, and when you have lines out, you can not only walk back here, but you can put your feet up and just kind of keep an eye on the jigs and all the stuff that's going on in the cockpit. So nice and open feel there. This also unzips, so if you're passing rods up and down, it just makes it more convenient for these rod holders. The electronics are all Furuno, so it's the TZ Touch 2 sequence. Got chart plotters, depth sounder, FLIR, which is interesting. The boat has FLIR, radar, of course sonar, Furuno autopilot, ICOM radio with all the stations and seek and search. Fusion controls from up here. There's 3 zones in the system. Up here you've got a couple of Fusion speakers and then a Polk audio sub bass, which really puts out great sound here. Nice easy access here for binoculars and harnesses and belts and stuff for those kinds of people that want to use that equipment. Phone holder here, full Bluetooth up here. We have Starlink, and then here's a fish and tackle thing with all your buddies. Tons of storage, more storage in here, so I keep all the kind of this sort of gear, the big heavy marlin stuff, which we haven't had to use in a while. Yeah, all storage under the seats. It's nice big, so I keep like snorkels and all that kind of stuff here. And then this is huge. This brow, I mean, like people could live in there. It's full of like covers and flags, and there's a life raft in there, just all kinds of stuff. And again, that space is pretty much all of that volume. This is the Macrolon, comes up, snaps, so you can get a nice cool breeze through here. There is air conditioning and heat here, which is down here. So we don't really use it much in the summer, but in winter, if you put the back on, which it has, the back is in here as well. You zip it on, and this will heat the entire Flybridge, which is nice. Lights, LED, what do you call these? IMTRA. They go blue and they go white. Right now I have them set to white, and they dim. Everything dims. So.
And I'm going to show, just so there's 2 of us up here, how much space is up here. Because Ron, if you sit down, I mean, you could easily have 5 people on each of these settees. You got a killer table in the middle, and it's really cool to converse and sit across from each other like this. So
yeah,
really
we've
cool
had 8 people there.
Yeah.
2 here, and then kind of 3 and 3 over here, and headed over the island. It works out just fine. Plenty of space.
And as I look around this boat, everything's like, the speakers look newer. I mean, this boat's been really, really well taken care of. You can tell that there's a lot of pride of ownership. So good job, Ron.
So all the electronics, all the AC units, heat units, everything is new within the last 6 years, I would say, including like the motor on the dinghy. And when you get down through the interior of the boat, you'll see there's been a lot done. So I'd say all of it's within 6 or 7 years. So it's really 93 / maybe 2018.
Yep, good. No, it's you can tell the boat's been really well kept up and upgraded. So let's head down and we'll show you guys the interior. All right, so coming in here, super open feeling in the salon. You've got 360-degree windows and big windows, which is awesome. It's always nice to walk into a boat that feels open. You don't feel like you're in a cave. And even the galley, it's down a couple steps, but you're surrounded by these massive windows. So just a ton of natural light coming in. So everything feels really good, really great flow, open concept. And the cool thing is, even when you're here in the galley, you can completely converse with the people that are sitting up here in the salon. I love the layout on this boat, and the fact that there's all these windows and all this natural light make it feel really, really nice. Ron, why don't you show us a few things, maybe where the TV is and
so these lights again are all both blue and white. They're all LED IMTRA. They're all replaced. This is new AC and heat for the salon. There's rope lighting throughout, and that's all of this stuff is dimmable. So the rope lighting is dimmable, and the lights are dimmable. The sofa settee here, all kind of storage. I have bent butt rods under there, and all kinds of inflators and tools and things. So all of that comes up and gives you good storage ability. This is a high-low table. So right now it's in the coffee position, but it's got a handle. You just twist it, and then you can bring it up to whatever height you like. This is also storage under here, which, kind of the Costco room. One of them. And then the television is linked in through the Fusion MS770, which is here. And it has complete surround sound, Polk audio there, 1800 watt Fusion amplifier. So watching a movie in here is pretty cool.
And Ron, you put in brand new flooring.
Yep.
Reupholstered the Salon settee.
Yep.
The window coverings are in great shape. One of my favorite things about this boat is there's no headliner. This is actual fiberglass, and so it's indestructible. You don't ever have to worry about replacing a headliner or stabbing a rod, tip through it. So really nice. And then you've obviously got your rod storage up there, which actually just kind of adds to the really cool feel in here.
Yeah, the lighting up here too, it has, I guess much like a Michelson does. It'll show you when the bilge pump is on right now, that's the freshwater pump is on. If your anchor light is on, it'll show you your running lights. So it's kind of a little LED display, which is nice. ICOM radio down here as well. And then all of your controls for the Salon.
So those ship's panels are really nice because, like Ron said, if something kicks on, bilge pump or freshwater pump, you know about it immediately, so you can go down and check. And Ron, real quick, I know we talked a little bit about the history of this boat, and I think, did you buy it from one of the schools or the institute?
Yeah. So the history actually is right here. The original purchaser is there, and they were a USC alumni. It wound up going to USC as their alumni boat. So they have that marine biology center at Catalina. So they would take their big donors on this boat. So they kept it in really primo shape. There was a doctor in that group that wound up taking kind of custody of it from USC, and I bought the boat from him.
Okay.
So it's had an interesting legacy, but they've always maintained it to pretty high standards because, for obvious reasons, for liability and insurance, and you get high-paid donors on board. You want to make sure they're safe. So all the systems were in great shape. I've just taken the boat to the next level. I replaced the fridge and freezer here. It's a brand new Nova Cool or whatever these are called. This was original, and there's these really awesome Costco drawers that just come out forever. So you have lots of storage here, and then of course all the cabinetry down there. Both of those slide out. Yeah, microwave. And
one of the things too that I really like on a boat is a trash compactor.
Yes.
Going to Catalina and stuff, trash is always an issue, so you can get it compacted down, nice and small, easy to.
Yeah, I can usually go a week and keep compressing it, and I use one bag.
Yeah, no, that's really nice to have. Over here on the starboard side, we've got our generator start stops. We've got our inverter. These are engines, Ron?
Yes, so those are just display only for down here. But yeah, it shows you your RPM, your heat, your all that stuff. So if you're down here and you think something's weird, you can take a look, check your temps, do all that kind of stuff. Okay. The inverter and all that's new. Again, within probably the last 5-6 years, it's a Magnum. I think it's like 2,000 watt inverter. It'll run the coffee pot, the stove, the microwave, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a big battery bank. There's 4 AGMs. I forget how many amp hours, but there's a lot. I can run for a long time without having to start the generator.
Those are 8Ds?
Yeah.
So that's probably about 1,000 amp hours.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then when I do run the gen, it has the Magma is not only a sine inverter, it's one of their chargers, and I think it's a 100 amp charger. It just cranks.
Nice.
So
and then
the batteries come up quick.
HRO systems, your water maker?
Yes, there's a water maker on board, 20 gallon per hour, and it works great.
Nice.
I mean, everything works on the boat that I'm aware of. I mean, I just did a trip to Newport for 3 days, and everything was perfect.
Cool.
So the generator's new as well, by the way. It's within the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, I was down there getting some video and photos of the engine room, and Sound Shield looks brand spanking new.
Yeah,
it's nice shape.
It's a new unit.
Yeah, and panel looks great.
Yeah, I kept the original. This is kind of a classic Newmar panel.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys like to change them all out to digital, but this has backlighting on it, and I don't know, I just kind of dig it.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks.
It works great.
It looks
and
good.
You can still get parts for it. So
yeah, very cool. All right, well, do you mind taking us forward and showing us?
Let's do it.
All right, so coming from the Salon down to the owners and guest accommodations, first thing when we get down here is we've got a head to starboard. Beautiful head, everything you need. You got a toilet, sink, faucet, nice porthole to let in some natural light. And then to port here, we've got our guest cabin. And we've got a couple bunks, plenty
Yeah,
of storage.
this actually drops down. So there's 2 latches here, and then this will set down. So if you want that out of the way and you don't want the bunk above you, you can do that. And then a full closet here, of course.
Yeah, full height. That's nice.
Yep. Yep.
So one of the things that Riviera did on this boat that I love, they did it in this stateroom, and then you've actually got bunks here in the companionway, which are really cool because if you don't have anybody sleeping, you're not killing space down here with bulkheads and enclosing a stateroom. You know, if you have people sleeping here, it's great. These totally work fine, but you're not losing space up here, so this feels very open, which I really like. This top bunk also folds down, so this basically becomes just a sitting area, which is really cool. You know, you got a bunk when you need it, you got a seating area when you don't, so I really like that feature. And then coming forward into the master, really, really wide open. The bow forward area of this boat feels very wide, which is cool because you get a lot of space. Now this is actually really nice. Ron's got two bunks here, and then he's got an insert in the middle, put a memory foam topper on to make it basically about a queen. So you can sleep a couple here, but if you don't want to sleep a couple here, you can just sleep two people, you know, separate, which is really nice. Got a couple port lights in the hull, and then a big hanging locker here on the starboard side. And then I'll let you come in, and Ron can show you the head.
Yeah, so there's also, again, all the LED lights have been replaced. There's a AC vent here, and all the controls right here from Dometic. This is all new system within the last 5 years. And then here's the head, the master head. And there's a full stand-up shower there that I can tell you the water pressure is phenomenal. It's better than my house. So, but yeah, it's got a full head, full stand-up shower, and then this is like PJ said, about a queen. And we sleep in here, and there's tons of room. I think this is almost 8 feet wide, and the foam cushion here is just so comfortable. Anyway, we love this bed.
All right, so let's go up to the bow. Another thing that I really like about this boat is this particular model Riviera made, I think they call it their convertible passage maker model. So you've actually got these deep side decks with bulwarks that go up, so you feel really protected. So traversing from the cockpit to the bow is really safe, really easy. You got these really nice side decks that if you come behind me, you can see what I'm talking about. So, you know, this just feels really safe and secure when you're going up to the bow. It's a really great feature that actually Maritimo, who the guy that started Maritimo previously built Rivieras, they kind of kept that feature because they really like it. And again, this is a really versatile boat, obviously great for fishing, but because of some of these features, it's also really great for cruising. And then you come up and you've got nice stainless rails, really feels secure up here on the bow, and you got a lot of space. Got about a 12 foot, is this about a 12 foot, Ron?
Yeah, 11, 6, 12, something like that.
12 foot open Achilles with a fuel injected Suzuki outboard. So really great dinghy. And the thing I like about these open tenders is they're lightweight, so they're much easier to get off and on the bow. And Ron told me earlier that with 5 or 6 people in here, that 20 horsepower fuel injected Suzuki can still get up and go.
Oh yeah, planes. Well, it's got this little wing buddy, which helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are great.
And when this dinghy is off the deck's completely flat.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you can put just chairs everywhere because you don't have a big cradle system here.
Yeah.
It's just a big flat deck. The way this sits in the cradle, they're just small little stainless cradles that were custom made.
So yeah, there's a ton of real estate up here, which is really nice. And then this davit is really cool. It's very unique, and I'm not gonna pull it out right now, but basically you don't have this big honking long thing sticking out like your typical davit. It kind of compresses, if you will, into this. So it's great because, you know, there's not a big davit to step over or intrude up here on the bow. And again, just I want to point out like the hardware. Look at the cleats on this boat. It's really solid. We've got just these really robust cleats, and that's, you know, throughout the whole boat. I love the bow pulpit on this boat. It's got these kind of inlaid lines. It's like a synthetic.
It's like a Trex.
Yeah, like a Trex material. Anyway, it looks cool. It's got a CQR anchor. Just, you know, really robust. And then you've got your electric windlass up here with your foot pedals, and We've got our
tons of space. I think
Yeah.
there's like 200 or 250 feet of chain.
and you still got room for probably
Oh yeah, you've got
at least double that. Yeah. So anyway, just a great bow. You got tons of room for a nice big tender.
There's a remote spotlight up there that's controlled from the helm, and then if you see up top there's a floor camera, and that thing works great. So I've come into harbors that are completely fogged in and you can't see 15 feet, and that thing works like a champ.
And antennas are in good shape. You got nice outriggers for fishing. And again, just, follow me down real quick so you can see these side decks, because this is such a cool feature of this boat. So once you're here, you're just safe and closed. You can walk, no problem. It's plenty wide enough. So that's a really unique feature about this boat that, in fact, if you glance at the Riviera next door,
yeah, that's actually
you can see that's kind of that's kind of their standard. So you have no depth to the side deck, so you kind of feel like you're gonna, especially if you're in any kind of sea conditions, you feel like you're gonna sometimes just fall over the side. But I'm gonna take you guys down in the engine room, give you a quick glance down here. All right, so I was talking before about this nice big engine room entry, and you can see with me standing in it, you got a ton of space. In and out's really easy. I'm going to borrow the camera here and take you guys down with me real quick. So there's your inverter. You've got your starboard main, your port main, and then coming forward here, we've got our water maker there. Brand new generator. You can see what great shape that's in. And just, really open. The nice thing too, a lot of boats have zero space outboard. You got a ton of space outboard. So for maintaining these engines, you got room to work, so the mechanics are going to be much happier. They're going to be able to do a better job maintaining things, and you can just see how nice and open this is. So, and these are 400 Cummins C-Series 8.3 liter, phenomenal engines. And the great thing about these engines is, at 400 horsepower, they're detuned, which means they're going to last forever because they're not asking very much of them. So turbos replaced about a year ago, and we've got the tag here from the last maintenance interval. I know Ron's on top of that stuff. So you're going to be getting a nice, reliable boat with engines that are going to last you a good long time. One more important thing on this engine room I wanted to show you guys is these long white poles that are here. Those are actually stabilizers that you can put on the hull, and I'm going to bring the camera up and have Ron show us where they mount.
There's special connections on the side here that have these. I know the prior owner had them built. They're like commercial, but they're big. I don't know what you call them.
Can you see them from here?
Yeah, right here. Yeah. They clip onto here, and they go out like 12 feet on each side, and then they attach up top. And you drop the big stainless magma plates.
Yep.
And if you're in a rolling sea anywhere, put those things down under anchor, and it'll stop.
Awesome.
It's great.
Thank you for coming along with us on this tour of the 1993 Riviera 47 convertible passage maker. This boat is for sale in Dana Point, California. Please visit us at michelsonyachts.com or give us a call for more information.